Hello guys, it's Robert and I'm Ambassador for Christ, and as you know, where I go, the kingdom goes, yay! Remember, eat the fish, spit out the bones. Some things you may agree with, some things you may not, some things I may get totally wrong. But anyway, I want to speak to you today about how to get a brother to propose to you, or how to get any brother in the church to propose to you. And I'm talking to the sisters only. This video is for sisters only, and I know the brothers will probably listen as well, but that's fine. I want to show, I'm telling the sisters how to get any brother to propose to them, or get married to any brother in the church that they want. Now listen, I'm in church, right? And this is church on a whole. There's a whole load of sisters in church. Like 75% of the sisters in 75% of the church is sisters, especially in the Caribbean church, or the black church, or the brown church. Okay, there's 75% of the church is full of sisters, 25% brothers. Okay, so the brothers are like in short supply. So I'm going to tell you sisters how to marry any brother. Now listen to this. I'll tell you a story, a true story about me and my wife. This is what happened. My mum became friends with my wife. Okay, she met her and they became friends. And my wife used to come round to my mum's house, round to my house. I was living at my mum's house at the time, and she used to be friends with my mum. And when she found out I was a Christian going to church, she was also a Christian, but she kind of like wasn't in the church for about 5 years or something. So she wanted to go back to church. So I was taking her to church with me on a Sunday. Now I was not attracted to my wife at all. I thought she was some skinny, horrible woman. She wasn't horrible, but I just wasn't attracted to her at all. But anyway, this is a strange thing that happened. Sisters, listen carefully. I was at home, right, and my wife, I was at home, and my wife, because it was a Sunday, and I was ironing my clothes. I was ironing my trousers, ironing my shirt for church. She was already down the house, already changed, ready. This is what she done. She elbowed me out the way and said, "Get off! What are you doing, Robert? You're ironing it wrong." And she started ironing my trousers. Then she started ironing my shirt. And I thought, this woman's mad. Then a week after that, she started, during the week, okay, my mum used to wash my clothes, but she didn't used to iron them. I used to iron them. So during that week, and subsequently after that, she started ironing my clothes. She's just my friend, because I'm taking her to church. I thought, why is she ironing my clothes for? I thought, this woman's crazy. Do you know what she started doing? She started, my mum was making dinner, and she goes, Mum, she called her mum, Mum, sit down, don't worry, I'm going to cook dinner. And she started cooking dinner. And then sometimes she was randomly washing up the plates and stuff inside my mum's house. And you know what? When she went home, my mum said to me, "Robert, you see her, you need to marry her, you know." I said, "I don't want to marry her." He goes, "Look at what she does. She's a good woman. Look at what she does. She'll look after you." And I started looking at her a bit differently. I thought, wow, you know what, that's quite powerful, because she does do that sort of stuff easily. And I thought, wow, that's amazing. The Bible says, yeah, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. What it was, that my wife was a wife before I married her. She was already acting like a wife. Now, don't get me wrong, yeah? We started praying with each other. And as I was taking to church, we was praying with each other. We started to get more and more connected. She loved God, I love God, we went to church, everything started to make sense. She was humble, she was caring. So all the wife's qualities she already had. But I actually started to see that. And I started looking at that and not her physical appearance. But then what happened is I started to become attracted to her physically also. Because of those stuff, the things she was doing, it made me start to look at her in a whole different way. And as I look, I say, God, you know what? You must have sent this woman to me, because she's anything I would want in a woman. In my mind. So what am I saying? I'm not saying, I'm just trying to say that if you want, sisters, if you want to you want to get married, all right, you have to find the husband or the man that you like. Obviously, as a standard, he's got to be a man of God. He's got to know God. He's got to read the Bible. He's got to have a job. Do you get what I mean? Those things are standard. But if you look for that man, you start to become his friend and start to do the things I'm talking about. Act like a wife. Pray for him. Pray with him. Help him. Before you're married, I'm talking about before you're married. Help him. And, you know, if he's going through problems, encourage him. I'm telling you right now, David was going to go and kill Nabal, I think it was, because of what Nabal said, because Nabal didn't bring no food out to his soldiers. And his wife said, you know, you don't need to kill Nabal. You know, you're a king. God called you a king. You're the best. Encouraging him, you know, just moulding him. Do you know what I'm saying? And the man's like, yeah, I'm being encouraged. Yeah, I am the king. God did say I'm the king. And because the woman said that, David didn't go and kill Nabal, but Nabal died anyway, and he ended up marrying his wife anyway. So what I'm trying to say, do those things before you get married. Encourage the man, bless the man. I don't know, do all these sort of things, become his friend, help him in all different areas. Cook some food for him randomly. It's not all on the man, because I'm telling you something right now, yeah, it's like you have to be on the man's mind, because the man is not, what can I say? I'm going to leave it right there, yeah? I'm not going to say anything else, because I don't want to get myself into trouble. But right there, right, sisters, there's a few tips of what you can do to get any man to propose to you. Act like a wife. So when you see that guy already act like a wife, the Bible says, it talks about the virtuous woman in Proverbs 30, I think it is, or 31, somewhere around there. It talks about the virtuous woman. Be that virtuous woman. Be that wife before you even get married. Because when the man sees those sort of things, sees those sort of those qualities in you, he's going to want to marry you instantly. Because the man is not looking for a gal. He's not looking for a ghetto woman. He's not looking for some ghetto fabulous something. He's not looking for some woman who's dressed up in some V-neck showing cleavage and tight clothes. When a man sees that, he's not thinking about wife. Yeah, he's thinking about sex. And you don't want the man to be looking at you in church and thinking about sex. That's a spirit of lust that you're using. That's witchcraft you're using. Do you get what I mean? So that's not how you get a man inside the inside church. So anyway, they're my little tips. You may disagree with some of them, but just like somewhere, like a direction. All right, I'm here to help. Sisters only, and sisters stay blessed. It's Robert, an ambassador for Christ, and where I go, the kingdom goes. You know, like, subscribe, and all the rest of it. And I shall see you guys tomorrow. Okay, stay blessed.